Alright, so these are the 5 biggest culture shocks that I've experienced since I've moved to China. More specifically, Shenzhen. While I enjoy some amazing, super inexpensive, spicy noodles. When my friend Tom was here, we ate this religiously, and it's just one of the best meals you can get. And it costs like $2.50 to $3, so definitely gonna enjoy that. Now the first thing without a doubt are the banned apps and banned platforms here in China. Now I knew that they didn't have the social medias that we have in the United States or in Europe or most other places in the world, but I didn't realize how strict it was. When I got here, my American SIM card worked for a little bit, allowing me to use apps like Instagram and TikTok. But then after a few days, it all stopped. Now basically every Google app and every social media you use in the Western world is pretty much banned here. That includes TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, anything Google related, even Google Translate, Pinterest, Reddit. All these platforms are banned here. And these are platforms I used on a daily basis. So that means that without VPN, which basically convinces your device you're in a different location, if you try to open these apps, they just don't work. Especially as someone who's worked in the social media space, this was a huge culture shock because I was already in the habit of going on my phone and then just opening TikTok or Instagram or something like that, and it just doesn't work. So to use all those apps, you have to use VPN. The thing is, not all VPNs work. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It's just a really inconsistent process. NordVPN and those popular ones in the Western world don't really work here. I'm using one right now that has been shown to me by my friends and colleagues here. I'm not gonna tell you just because, but if you come here, you're gonna have to get one. Next thing, food. Let me actually start enjoying my food now as well. This stuff, oh my days. I could eat this every day. In fact, I pretty much do. In China, they definitely eat a lot of things that we're not used to in the Western world. Things like pig feet, pork brain, duck blood. All these things are things that I've tried here, and for the most part, most of them are good. It's just sometimes it's a little bit hard to wrap your mind around some of them. Like a few days ago when my friend was here, we went to this place that has amazing meat and skewers and stuff, and one of their dishes is silkworm. That one doesn't taste bad. It just, I don't know, to get my mind to be okay with it is the hard part. And it's definitely not the easiest thing to, chew and yeah. So they eat a lot of stuff, intestines, bones, things, just very unique foods in general. But that said, most of them are pretty good. Another part of the food topic is spiciness. Now, I really love spicy food, so it's never been a huge problem for me. But of the friends of mine who have visited, all of them have struggled a bit with how spicy the food is. Even these noodles right now are well above average spiciness compared to the Western world. So prepare yourself, prepare your digestive system, because when it comes time to digest everything and release it, you'll know you ate some really spicy stuff. Another thing in terms of food is how sweet things are. A lot of really sweet foods. My colleagues are pretty much always snacking on bubble teas and little desserts and stuff, which is all really cute, but most of them are way too sweet for me. I don't know how people here are not overweight like they are in the United States, because just, I don't know, I feel like they eat more sugar here than there. I'll definitely look into that more. Now, next thing, which is obviously to be expected, but people stare. I'm assuming it's because I don't look like I'm from here, but yeah, people definitely stare, and it's something that I'm used to in general. I've lived in multiple places in the world, and to me it doesn't bother me at all, but I notice, yeah, people just stare. But the thing is, people stare here not in a rude way. They really just look intrigued and curious. They don't have a lot of foreigners here. It's pretty hard to get in the country in general for many people. So seeing someone who doesn't look like them, for them itself, is their own little culture shock. I definitely get looked at a lot, and I just smile back, and sometimes they smile, sometimes they don't. But I just think it's a really fun thing, and it makes it more fun to go on walks and all, because you have no idea the type of people who are just going to be looking at you. And yeah, if you're not comfortable in your own skin, that'll definitely make you crumble. But for me, I love it. I think it's really cute. It's really fun when there's like a little kid or someone on the train and he's just staring, looking at you like, what the hell am I looking at? And you're just like, hey, and they say hello, and it's just really cute moments. Because again, I definitely feel like there's not a negative intention behind them staring. Anyways, the next thing that is really cool here is the amount of trust and safety there is. Now, I haven't been to all of China, but I think definitely in the major cities, it is a safe place for women to walk around at night, for you to walk around with expensive things, for you to leave your phone on your table at a restaurant and not have to worry about it being stolen. As someone who's lived in Europe and the United States, I can say that the peace of mind of living here in China is crazy. You feel so safe here. Rarely do you even hear people raise their voice at each other. The environment is super clean. People all kind of just mind their own business. People leave their stuff outside, unlocked, unchained, like electric scooters, bicycles, and all that. And there's just so much trust. I think it's because there are cameras everywhere, and if someone were to actually do something, you'd get caught in 4K, and whatever the punishment is, I'm pretty sure it's quite severe. So people don't even bother, and it's just such a nice experience. When I had to pay my deposit for this apartment, you have to pay 3 months, and I didn't have a Chinese bank yet, so I had to pay in cash. So I had to withdraw tens of thousands of RMB, so I had a wad of cash like that, and I was able to walk in the street without any worry in the world. If I were to do this in Paris or in Italy or in the US, I would have been killed. So this is definitely a place that, even as I grow up and potentially have a family down the line, I would feel extremely comfortable with my kids going out, doing things alone, my companion going out completely alone and not worry about her or their safety. And the last thing on this list is the crazy amount of tech that is here. From the facial recognition to get into my apartment and the fingerprint scanner on my door, to the crazy infrastructure, to the extremely intuitive apps like WeChat that allow you to pay for things, to the super advanced electric cars, to the crazy tech. Just everything here is so futuristic and so smart. They definitely spend a lot of time in R&D and just developing the best way to make things. I feel like I should make an entire video about this one point, but this place is definitely the future, and it makes me feel like the rest of the world is so far behind because these guys just got it figured out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this video was informative to you. I'm posting vlogs every week as my experience as an American living in China, working in tech. I got a new camera I want to talk about. I'm trying the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, but there's just so much I want to talk about and express. So sub if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.